I'm Maddie, and this is Sunny, and today I'm going to teach you how to teach your horse to refuse a treat. Now, you'll notice here that Sunny does not know how. He knows I have a pocket full of treats, and he is being very nosy. This is what's called mugging. This is when your horse rubs on you and grabs for things and just is overall a handful. Now, he has some ground manners training to where he knows not to step into my space, but he's all over me. And this is a problem if you were going to use any sort of positive reinforcement training. So what I'll start by doing is I'm going to go ahead and take one of my treats, and this is the simplest way to do it, okay? And I'm just going to hold it in my fist, and you see how he grabs at it with his lips and he tries to get to it. And I'm going to wait, good boy, until he does some sort of something that's not reaching for the treat. So in that case, it was a yawn. What's going to end up happening in this video is most likely he's going to target to a yawn to get a treat. There's any sort of behavior that you can use as the target behavior, whether you wanted your horse just to turn their head away, if you wanted him to take a step back. Since he's right on top of me, I might go ahead and have him take a step back. So what I'll do is I'll hold this treat in my hand again, closed fist so he can't get to it, and I'm going to wait till he stops mouthing for it and looks away or steps back. So back, back, good boy. There. So like right there when he stopped grabbing for it is when I went ahead and rewarded him. So again, I'm going to wait. There, he kind of gave me some space, so I'll give him the treat. And I like to bring the treat away from my body too, so that they stop getting quite so muggy about it. Because again, you see him there. Quit. Back. Good boy, back. And then I'm going to wait till he looks away. Nope, back. There, right there. When might you want to teach your horse to refuse a treat? So if you have a horse that gets like this anytime you're hanging out with them, where they just go boy, where they just want to rub all over you and dig in your pockets and just get in your space, that would be a really opportune time to teach your horse to refuse a treat, because that's not an okay behavior. If they do that, back. Good boy. Wait. Good boy. If they're doing that to people, it can be really intimidating if they're not horse beaten. No. And I'll make him wait until he stays over there. And this is really cute, isn't it? And it makes you just want to give him a cookie, and that's how come he's like this. But you have to stay consistent. Quit. Good boy. No. So like right there, he waited, but then as soon as he saw me go for it, he came back good. Came back to that undesired behavior. But you're gonna want to teach your horse to refuse a treat and stay off. Stay off of you. Good boy. No. Good. If you're trying to do any sort of positive reinforcement training, because what happens is they'll just get greedy and that can get really dangerous. No. So again, I'm going to wait. I'm going to start increasing the amount of time between when he gets the treat. And he's not going to get it out of my pocket at any point. Good boy. No. No. Mm-mm. Good. So like that time you saw how I made him go away twice. Quit. Good boy. It's a really, really simple thing to train. This is obviously just 4 minutes of it, totally uncut, and with a loose horse that is hungry right now. Good boy, wait. No. Good. But it's a really good thing to incorporate if you're ever going to do something involving food rewards. This is actually a horse that we don't use food rewards on because he gets he gets a little too excited. But if we were dedicated and wanted to continue, good boy, into some deeper positive reinforcement type of training, this would be a first step that he would need to do some serious mastering of. Back, back, good boy. Back, good boy. Right. Cool. We'll do one more because we're just about out. No. Good. So that's a start. You'll need to get really consistent with it in order to have any sort of real success on it. But please be careful if you're choosing to use food rewards with your horses. A note that I like to mention to everybody who's interested in positive reinforcement is that, if you watch horses in the pens with each other and their friends and everything, the only time you'll really truly see a horse end up with aggression naturally is when food is involved. So if you have a horse who's already having some issues, personality issues, anything like that, behavioral issues, adding food to the situation can sometimes be a dangerous decision to make. So make sure that you have groundwork in place. Yeah, back. Because it brings out a lot of personality. Back. 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 Keep going. Back. And can bring out a lot of behaviors that you're not used to or ready for. So make sure that you're being safe and keeping safety at the priority. It is scientifically proven to have some of the best training results as far as like the speed at which you can teach a behavior. And I'm not opposed to using it as a training method when it's needed, but I just really can't push enough that you need to do it safely. Back. All right, Sunny, thank you for being our model today. Wait for it. Good boy. And that's 7 minutes there, guys. So, think what you could do if you were going to be consistent with your horse. So this is me standing here with a pocket full of treats with another horse who is Cash, and he's got a lot of tricks in his belt. And good boy. And he's in here with his friends. Back. But seeing how just with the emotion of having a whole pocket full of treats here, that he can mind his space. He's not wearing a halter, he's not tied up, and he's staying back behind my shoulder. That's good. No, back. No, back. And he probably hasn't done this in 2 or 3 years, so I wasn't sure if he would even be a good participant, but no. I want to be able to ignore him and have him not cycle through all these things, so I'm continuing to wait. There he goes. And she's back there wondering why she doesn't get to be part of it. But you see how she's also being pretty polite. Come back, miss. Back. Good. And we'll just stand here for another minute and see if they can be good little nuggets. They're gonna bicker with each other, but back. 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 And you see how they're both in a very open frame of mind where they're wanting to try things, see what it takes. And you have to build them up to the point where they can, if I start moving my hand, he'll probably... There you go. Other foot. There you go. Good boy. It gets you have to work them to where they understand when to do something and when they don't. But that's just a little note I wanted to add. This is by no means perfect, but it's a start, and it's some food for thought for y'all. Thank you.